All right, we're back.
Mm-hmm.
What are we calling these? Conversation Wednesdays now?
Yeah. Yes.
That sounds about right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what's happening? What's new?
Well, January it's been a bit of a hard month.
Yeah.
I was super sick at the beginning of the month, and then I had like one good week, and then I had my tonsil surgery, so I got my tonsils removed. That was interesting.
Okay, so you had your tonsils out as an adult.
Mm-hmm.
How did that go? Like, what did you?
It was good. It was funny when I got a call for like when my surgery time was. The lady was like, "By the way, like it's gonna hurt a lot. Like it's really painful." And I was like, "Okay, thanks so much."
Did you believe her?
Like sort of. I just said,
Okay.
"Okay, thanks," but like it didn't really make me feel any better. Like it made me more nervous going into the surgery. But yeah, it was really good. Everyone was really nice there, which was good.
Where did you go for the surgery?
The Nanaimo Hospital.
Okay.
Yeah, I had to be put under, which I've never done
How
either.
long was the surgery?
I think it was like 30 to 40 minutes, so not too long.
Oh, okay.
But it felt like it was just weird. Like you just wake up and then all of a sudden it's done and you're all loopy.
Right.
But yeah, it was good. The healing process was way longer than I thought it was going to be.
How long till after? Like what was the
Well, they said 2 weeks.
Okay.
Like you'd have a sore throat, so like to prepare for that. And I was like, oh yeah, like okay, 2 weeks, sure. But yes, it's today or tomorrow will be 2 weeks since I've had the surgery done. So, and I still have a sore throat.
Oh.
And it's still a little bit hard to eat certain things.
Does it feel like when you have a cold and your throat is sore like that? Or?
Yeah, but like 10 times worse.
10 times worse. Oh, man.
It's very painful. So yeah, it's been a month of rest for sure.
So you couldn't swallow like food?
So I had to just, for the first few days I was eating whipped mashed potatoes and gravy, ice cream.
Hey, that doesn't sound so bad.
Yeah, actually it wasn't terrible, but definitely just hard to eat the regular things. Yeah, but I'm happy that it's almost done and I can actually kind of start my year. I feel like this month has been a bit of a write-off, so I'm excited to just start feeling better. And
yeah, it's hard to believe we're already at the end of January, the 29th.
know.
Yeah, crazy.
Crazy.
Just keeps flying by.
How's your month been? Busy?
There's lots happening on the real estate side.
Yeah.
I've had a couple of just like new like personal challenges that I've been given to myself. So I mean, I've been doing that running program that I started back in October, which was couch to 10K. So the goal was to get up to running 10K in an hour. And this should have been my last week to do it because there's an app and you work through and it gives so many runs a week and it's a progression. Every run is further than the one before. Yeah. But now, last week, because my pace isn't fast enough to do the 10K in 1 hour, that it's been adding all these extra runs on. So, which is like, it's killing me because I mentally, I was like, okay, I'm going to be done next week. And now I'm no further ahead because it's added these extra runs. It's like, oh, modification. You need to run this one now in this much time before you get to move on to the next step. So anyways, with the colder weather, it's been hard for me to run that pace that is required. So I still have more runs to do, and it's probably 2 more weeks now to get it done.
I bet by next week when we record the next episode, you're going to be like, I still have 4 more runs to do.
I hope that it doesn't add more runs in. The solution is that I just run faster. That's what the solution is. And yesterday for my run, I just did not feel like going, but I did. And once I got out the door, I was fine. But then about halfway through the run, I got this feeling like I'm not running fast enough and it's going to make me do another one. And I should have just ran hard right from the start, even though I didn't feel like it.
Do you feel like you can run faster or no? Or do you feel like you're at like max capacity?
It's more of a mental challenge because physically, I would just have to run faster. And I can do it. Yeah. I just, when, sometimes like a little bit just like physically tired or like mentally tired just from whatever, just dealing with stuff and work. And so I'm just not like fully energized. And then the other side of it is what I'm eating right now. Yeah. Because today, this is the other challenge, is today's day 14 of just eating strict carnivore.
How's that been for you?
since, for the last 14 days, I've had nothing except just meat, salt, and butter. And
lot
water.
Of butter.
I think I'm eating too much butter. Butter is like...
I think you have.
Butter's turned into my my treat.
Oh gosh.
But the problem with butter is like 1 tablespoon is 100 calories, and so
and I see you over there just cutting yourself pieces and just eating it.
Chunks. I know, it tastes so good now. But I'm surprised though with this of just eating meat, because I normally eat quite a bit of fruit and vegetables, and I've completely cut that out. So the first 3 days I had a slight headache, and otherwise mentally I feel probably sharper than what.
And why did you want to do this? Like, what was the reasoning?
I have some joint pain in my. Well, I hurt my back at the gym last March, and I finally got that back pain went away, but it also caused pain in my hip and lower left back. And so I was just researching, it just wasn't going away. So researching into it, and it's like, oh, you have inflammation. So if you clean up your diet, the inflammation will go away, the pain will go away. And to be honest, so it's almost completely gone now, the pain in my hip. So in that sense, yes, it's working. And then I also, one of my goals this year is to have visible abs.
Right.
And so I thought, well, if I go on carnivore, then I'll stop eating all the junk. However, because I've been eating all this butter, I think that has slowed down my progress of visible abs. But I feel really good. And again, I think that the eating this way, because I did some research before doing it, and it is possible to get all of your nutrients from eating meat. I mean, I eat a lot of meat, literally. Right. I'm eating between 2 and 3 pounds of just meat or eggs every day. Oh yeah, it's not a cheap diet. The piece of fish I bought yesterday that I ate for supper was $27 just for me.
Crazy.
And then I cooked it, but yeah, it was a fairly large piece. But yeah, steak, eggs. The eggs are okay.
What about your hollandaise sauce?
Oh, the hollandaise. I made that homemade. That was butter with egg yolks and salt, which tasted really good, but I ate too much of it. I made enough for 4 servings, and I ate all 4 servings in one sitting. So anyways, it was a lot of butter. It's
that's a lot of butter.
Anyways, no self-control when it comes to that, but yeah. So I'm going, though. My goal was to go until Valentine's Day. So I'm halfway there. So 4 weeks. I'm 2 weeks in, and I'm going to keep going. But I noticed at the gym, my strength was down a little bit the first week, but it's right back up now. Good. So I'm feeling good there. No headache, no cravings for I don't feel hungry, but except the problem is as soon as I start eating butter, I'm I just want to eat some more. So as long as I don't start.
Is this a normal thing? I don't think this is normal. That
butter?
Just eating raw butter. I don't think that's something that the average person does.
Well, I don't know. It's allowed on the carnivore diet. I mean, some cheese. I haven't been eating cheese. I haven't had any. I've been very strict, and I mean, you could cut out the butter completely, but I wanted to have. I didn't want to be consuming anything that would be causing inflammation, and so that's been working. And I'd at the first week, my weight dropped about 8 pounds, and now it's just the last 5 days it's just stayed at that. So, but I feel good. And they say those are called body recomposition and all of this stuff. So, anyways, we'll see where I'm at in another week or two, and whether I go further. Because and this is working into my 75 hard program of my eating plan.
Well, you've got a lot on the go. You've got 75 hard, carnivore diet, and then training for a 10K run. Oh, it's craziness.
Anyways, but
busy.
But it's good. It's all kind of come together, and I think that it makes me more productive. I have less time to do the wasteful things. I'm kind of on task, and so I've been focused on being productive, and so that's been, and I feel good.
Good.
I've been sleeping I usually sleep pretty good, but since I started this carnivore, I'm like just when I head hits the pillow, I am out and I sleep right through. So that has been really good. And anyways, real estate wise, today interest rates went down a little bit more, quarter point by the Bank of Canada. So I think it's going to spur things. We're going to have a very busy spring as far as listings go. I've got I've done a number of valuations for homeowners in the last couple of weeks. I listed that commercial property, the restaurant. Right. Stay tuned for that. And big 10,000 square foot property with an ocean view and a full restaurant, British pub, gastro. Cool. And listed a nice little rancher today here in Parksville, and then on Monday listing another rancher in Parksville, and got a few more in the works. So
busy.
Things are happening. We'll get them sold, and I've got lots of people moving into houses. We've got 2 this week, people moving in, and then a bunch in the month of February. So
awesome.
Yeah, things are rolling.
Good.
Oh yeah, Wednesday wisdom. So I was thinking about this, and last year when I started doing 75 Hard, and I was listening to the podcast that Andy Frisella does, and so when I'm working out or running or walking, that's typically what I listen to, is that podcast of he's got a couple. One is called MF CEO, and which is a business focused one, and the other one is called Real AF. But I think it was on MF CEO, one of the episodes, and they were talking about high achievement or high productivity in anything in life. And the point that he raised was, and this Andy Frisella is very, very high achiever, right? Has a number of companies and it's been very successful. And the point that he raised is if you take what you feel like you need to do to achieve a goal and then just do twice as much as that then, because our mind is always talking us out of what we need to do. So most people set the minimum standard and they say, it's like, if I do this, I'll reach my goal. But then what happens partway along, as they're doing the work, is their mind, subconscious or whatever, our mind, we talk ourselves out. We're like, you don't have to work so hard, or you already did that, take the day off, or whatever. You're justifying not doing as much. So what happens then the concept behind this is you've set your standard, you set your goal and say, I need to do this much work in order to achieve this result, but then you talk yourself out of it, sort of doing some of the work, and so you're always coming up short, right? And I've experienced that, I'm sure everybody has, but not doing enough. So if you set your minimum, this is the work that I need to do in order to achieve my result or my goal, and then just do twice as much, then when your mind talks you out of it, you're still doing more than you would have done had you just done the amount that you thought you were supposed to do in the first place. So that's been working really well for me. I have been doing more, which is like, I've got all these challenges
going on. You've got a lot going on.
But it's working. So that's my Wednesday wisdom is that in order to counteract our own behavior working against us to achieve our goals, we need to do more to achieve the same result.
I like it.
That makes sense? It's been working for me, so
good.
Just keep doing it. So I eat less junk. I talk to more people, do more things, just getting out of the house, doing more stuff. Good things are happening. How about you? You go out, you're walking every day?
Yep. I've been taking it easy this month, but I'm excited for February because I'm going to start getting back into yoga. Like, I haven't done basically any movement this whole month because I've just been so sick and then healing from my surgery. You're not allowed to do any weightlifting. Oh, man. You're not even supposed to be lifting anything heavier than like a milk jug. So I haven't really done anything the past few weeks. So I'm excited to actually, I actually want to.
Yeah.
Because I haven't in so long. Like, I actually want to.
Ready to go.
Yeah. So next month will be good.
Awesome. Yeah. February, we might get some snow over the next few days, but hopefully we're over the hump. Like, as far as the weather goes, start to warm up.
I don't like the snow. Do you like the snow?
You know what? I don't mind the snow right when it snows and it's nice and clean and white and fresh and you look at it and I'm like, that looks so nice. But then,
it's like
everything from that point forward is no.
Yeah.
You get vehicle gets dirty. It's icy.
Yeah, especially for like if you're taking real estate photos, like then you have to deal with like all this like ugly like
snow, and then it melts, and then people are like, oh, we know when that house was listed, especially if it doesn't sell right away. So you got to delay. But anyways, worse problems to have. But
totally.
but yeah, it is. The days are getting longer, which is nice, and it feels like we're just every day we're getting closer to spring.
Yes, very exciting.
Okay, well.
All right.
That's all I got to converse today.
All right. See you guys next week.
Okay, thanks for watching.